Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. I'm teaching all the acoustic guitar parts, which can of course be played on a 6-string or a 12-string. Sounds fantastic on a 12-string, of course. And my good friend Mike Bradley, who's a fantastic guitar teacher and amazing guitar player, has already done a tutorial for the solo of this one, so I'm going to link to that up here and in the description below as well. Check that out if you want to learn Richie Sambora's electric guitar licks in this one. But let's have a look at this fantastic song first of all. So the basic chords to this song are a D major chord, a C major chord but played like this with a standard C major but then a little finger on a G note, 3rd fret of string 1, then to a G major played like this, and then any way you're comfortable playing an F chord, an F bar chord is fantastic. The hybrid F that I'm a big fan of, especially on acoustic, might be easier to change between the chords we need to change between. If you're more of a beginner, you can do an F major 7 like this. That's going to work absolutely great, for example. That works fine. The basic progression starts on the D major, and for the verse, we play the D major. It's all the same. Only the names will change every day. It seems we're wasting away. So that's where we need to think about what F are we playing between a G chord, the F, and a D major. It does that again. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. We'll do the strumming and embellishments in a second. Let's just cover the progression for the chorus because it's basically the same. C major, G major, F to a D. And the full thing would be, I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride, I'm wanted. Riff at the end, dead or alive, wanted. 3 0 3 0. Now let's have a look at the strumming and embellishments. We can't really cover this song without covering D sus2s and sus4s because it's so signature. If there's one thing to get from this song, make sure you get that riff down. Because it's such a combination of things that you want to add to your playing. D major on a down strum, D major again, up, D sus4 to D, then D sus2, D sus2, hammer on. Really slow, 3 4. And then it's down, down, up to G, down, down, up, G, G, F, D, and strumming on a D sus2 at the very end. So from that C and G section again, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, G, G, F, D. From the top of that section, from the Ds and D sus2s, 3 4. We also have this little hammer on the G. Which is open 5, hammer on 2 where it is on a G chord, down up on the thinner strings. Slow full verse playthrough now with no lyrics because I just want you to hear exactly what's happening on the guitar. 2, 3, 4. The chorus is just a shorter version of that. So C down up to G, F down up to D, and D sus2 at the end there. Full thing, 3, 4. With the riff we've already done. 3-0, 3-0 at the end. Let's have a playthrough of all of that, and then we'll have a look at this signature intro. Let's have a look at this. Play along if you can. Starting from the D major chord, and from verse 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all the same. Only the names would change every day. Wasting away another place where the faces are all cold. I drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm wanted, dead or alive. Now let's have a look at this signature intro. So fantastic. The first notes we need to play are at 13th and 14th fret on string 1 and string 3, and each of these notes are always just on strings 1 and 3 as we go down, along with the open D note acting as kind of a pedal. This starts off, as I say, at 13 and 14, then 12 and 12, and we just hold them down together, just have them down basically at all times because you want everything to ring out. So don't play it as the tab is written, like 0, 14, 13. 13 and 14. 12 and 12. 10 and 10. 9 and 8. 5 and 5. 3 and 4. Moving down to a kind of D minor position, even though the key of this song is very much D major. The intro's in D minor. The picking pattern is always 4, 3, 1, 3. I find being a little bit closer to the bridge makes this substantially easier than playing it here, though you find what works for you. And a slow play through. 2, 3, 4, 14 and 13, 12 and 12, 10 and 10, 9 and 8, 5 and 5, 4 and 3. When you do this last move, the first finger needs to just touch the underside of string 1 to mute it, so that we can do, which is kind of 1 strum, slide, strum. Even slower, one last time. 3, 4. Twelve and 12. 10 and 10. 8 and 9. 5 and 5. 3 and 4. Down to a D minor position. Always just sliding between the notes to let it ring, and having as little gaps there as possible, though there might be a little gap getting from the bottom to the top, but just try and let string 4 at least ring out through the whole thing. And let me know how you get on with that in the comments below. I'll leave a link on screen now to Mike Bradley's tutorial of the solo and a bit more about his absolute fanboy relationship with Richie Sambora. He loves him. And let me know what you want to see in the comments below. And I hope to see you next time on this Andy Guitar YouTube channel. And there's more content available at andyguitar.co.uk.